Well, hello everyone. This is buyer's agent Richard Kadish, owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty, Hilton Head Island and Bluffton, South Carolina. I'm the gated community specialist, ladies and gentlemen, and Go Gated Realty and Gated Community Specialist are federally registered trademarks. And my cell number is 843-684-2933. Email rich@gogated.com. And today is June 1st, 2025, the start of hurricane season. And if you didn't know it already, this area is the best place anywhere in the southeast along the coast to avoid hurricanes because we're in a pocket of tranquility. We're in the South Atlantic Bight, further west than Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And those storms that come up the East Coast, when they do, most generally miss us. When you call, we can talk more about it. Well, today we're headed over to a new Pulte community called Midpoint in the southwest part of Bluffton. It's a new community that just has 368 home sites, some of them being the same new models, the Gen U series models that are built at Sun City Hilton Head, but for a lower price, a lot lower in some cases. This southwest corner of Bluffton is a fast-growing area, among the last areas in Beaufort County to really be built out. And we're going to pass by several communities on our way down here to the new Riverside Circle, that area of Bluffton sometimes called the new Riverside area, Bluffton being very decentralized. And coming up on our right is a community called Cypress Ridge, a relatively speaking economical community in Bluffton. Prices start in the 400s for the most part. Very popular, but all sold out, all built out, all sold out as of several years ago. Tremendous convenience here in Bluffton. Over my shoulder and back towards Route 278, we have a 24-hour emergency room and the Coastal Carolina Hospital, 278 at Route 95. In Bluffton, and just a couple of miles from here, they're building two new hospitals, one Beaufort Memorial and another one having to do with the Novant system, healthcare system in this area. Two new hospitals under construction right now, right here in Bluffton. This in addition to the Hilton Head Hospital, and with a large medical community here in Bluffton, and more all the time because our population is growing. And I read recently that the county immediately next to us, Jasper County, is the fastest growing county in the United States based on the 2023-2024 census, having grown about 8.3% during those years. A few years ago, Beaufort County was the 13th fastest growing county in the country. So this is a fast growing area, maturing at the same time. Coming up here on our right is the Four Seasons at Carolina Oaks, a 55 and over community by Kay Hovnanian. And immediately across the street here to the left is the May River Crossing shopping area. And the reason we're stopping by to take a look is because we're here on the northeast side of the New Riverside Circle, just 3 miles away from our destination of Midpoint. And we get spoiled in this area, ladies and gentlemen, with convenience. So this public market is one of several in the area, but certainly the closest to Midpoint. Food and pharmacy, they have a great deli in there. Good selection of organic vegetables. Very popular supermarket, and there are, of course, other supermarket brands in the area. Also in May River Crossing, there's this Starbucks, there's a dental office, there's various other stores. here and more coming in. This is a new facility from MUSC Health, which stands for Medical University of South Carolina. There's an ice cream shop and a liquor store. On the southeast side of the New Riverside Circle, we have the New Riverside Village with 6 restaurants, a gas station, the Riverside Animal Hospital, offices, apartments, and condominiums. On the southwest side of the New Riverside Circle is the New Riverside Barn Park with walking paths, a great playground. There's a picnic area and a big open field for, I suppose, just about anything that you need it for. And Fire Station 31 is immediately next to the park. And this New Riverside Circle area is just 7 miles from Old Town Bluffton, just 14 miles over to Savannah, Georgia, about 20 miles to Hilton Head Island and the beaches that are there. We're at the base of the New Riverside Drive, and this walking or biking path goes right up along New Riverside Drive, past Midpoint, all the way to Palmetto Bluff. So as we continue our journey to Midpoint, which is south along the New Riverside Drive that we're on right now, we're going to pass immediately to the left another Pulte community called the Landings that is all sold out. It's a smaller community, less than 500 homes. It sold out just a few years ago. And I'd like to talk a bit about the real estate market as we go. I have to tell you that much of the information that I get through the media is contradictory. As an example, I read just the other day that real estate prices were up in the Midwest and the Northeast, but they were down in the South. And yet, as I already mentioned earlier, we have the fastest growing county right next door, Jasper County. And my own personal experience is not in agreement with things being down in this part of the South. Of course, we always climb a wall of worry, wondering what's going on. There's so much chaos in the economy and marketplace these days. But upon reflection, I think that it seems like there's always uncertainty in the marketplace. And of course, the different builders are very wise to this, and this gives you, the buyer of a new home, an opportunity, because the builders are offering great incentives these days. They haven't raised their prices. They know what's going on. They want to protect themselves from any unforeseen things that are on the negative side. But in the resale market, there's great opportunity because there's a greater inventory than we've seen in a long time. And that gives you, the buyer, a greater selection, more competition among sellers. At the same time, the best properties will always sell fastest and first. If we go out together and look at 8 or 10 homes as an example, there's usually just one, maybe two, that stands out as being a winner. And of course, that's the one that other people are going to think is a winner too. Now here, immediately on the right, we have the Haven, a Del Webb community, a 55 and over community of fewer than 500 homes in there. Once again, sold out a few years ago. And so we move on up the street as we're driving to Midpoint, which is going to be the newest Pulte community. But in the economy, ladies and gentlemen, I just have to tell you that I think that we're in a relatively flat market. If it's down, it's not down by much, and it depends on which part of the market you're looking at, whether it be here or there or new homes or what. Any slight dip is temporary in my opinion, and not really worth considering. I'm pleased that the market that I generally work with is an affluent buyer's market. We do get many cash buyers because, as we're all aware, the real estate interest rates are stubbornly high, and we've been told that, oh, they're coming down, but frankly, I don't really know that anybody knows when they're coming down. And once again, we have forecasts. Whether they're true or not, most of my buyers have disregarded them and are concentrating on the opportunity of buyer incentives with the new builders and in the resale market of greater inventory. And so, without being an economist or giving you some fancy statistics, which may just conflict with other conflicting statistics, I would just say don't bet against Hilton Head area real estate. This area is a blue chip area, which if there ever is a slowdown or a dip, it's usually temporary while we recover from whatever the news is, be it a recession or whatever. We recover pretty fast. And here we are at Midpoint on our right. On the left, May River High School. The May River High School is the newest school in the Beaufort County school system, and they generally build them as a campus here, together with high school, junior high, and elementary school. I think that the junior high and elementary school are coming to this campus, but they are planned and not yet built. But I've walked through the high school here, and it's really impressive. They have a real great auto mechanic shop in there. They have an auditorium or two, which are a lot nicer than the school where I went to school in high school. And of course, being right across from Midpoint, kids, high school kids, can walk to school here just across the street from Midpoint. Well, we're graduating now from high school to Real Estate 101, your introductory course to Midpoint Real Estate. I'll be your teacher. And so I should tell you some things about myself. I'm a buyer's agent with 47 years of local Hilton Head Island and Bluffton experience. And as a buyer's agent, I'm a fiduciary who represents you, the buyer. I don't represent the seller, don't represent Pulte or any of the builders or any of the developers. I represent you. I'm a former licensed South Carolina home builder. I love the building process. I love helping my buyers understand the building process to help you through it. And perhaps the best thing about having a buyer's agent and working with Pulte and New Homes is that they pay my fee. It's included in the price of every home that they build, including move-in ready homes. They don't raise or lower the price of their products if you do or don't have an agent. So it really makes it a no-brainer if you have a buyer's agent to help and advise you, at least a good buyer's agent who can help and advise you. Of course, we compare communities, we compare builders, we compare new homes to resales. We do whatever it is that is necessary and that you need and want to make your best choice and shop with confidence. Now with resales, it's a little bit different. Generally speaking, the seller pays my commission. You are not obligated to pay me anything. And we can talk more about that should you choose for a resale. And for this 101 introductory course, you don't even have to study. Don't worry about it. Everybody passes. All I ask is that you share your wants and needs and concerns with me. We work together as a team, and I'm sure we'll have success. So we're entering our destination community now, Midpoint. And what it is not is it's not a 55 and over community. It's a family and retirement community, I guess you could say. It is not a gated community, but your HOA fees are lower. It's a community of 368 building sites, which will take about 5 years to build out. The community will have a swimming pool, a community pool and pavilion with pickleball courts, and the HOA fee is just $114.84 per month until that amenity center is complete, and then it will raise to $144 a month after that. That fee is paid quarterly, and it also includes high-speed internet and 175 channels of video TV with Spectrum. Now they have two series of homes here. They have the Prescott series and they have the Sutton series. In general, the Prescotts are smaller and the Suttons are larger. They have lots which are specifically for those series of homes. The Prescott series lots generally are about $10,000, with range being from about $5,000 to $65,000. The size of those Prescott homes being roughly 1,600 square feet up to 2,869 square feet. And that's always up with a plus because you can add lofts and different things to make them larger. And the community is a mix of homes that are both 1 and 2 stories high. In the Sutton series, you have 5 models. The lots range from 19,000 all the way up to 120,000. And the sizes, 2,179 square feet all the way up to 3,220 plus square feet. And as I said before, some of these models are the same as the favorites over there at Sun City Hilton Head, but because of a combination of lower prices of the lot and a few things that are not included in the base prices of the home, they do cost less over here. And of course, you just don't have over here all the clubs and the outstanding amenities that you have in Sun City. When you call, we'll talk about your interests and priorities. Well, as far as construction details go, all of the homes built here at Midpoint are on concrete slab in floodplain X, which means that your flood insurance is optional even if you get a bank loan. They all have the hardy board concrete siding, which is the state of the art today. The bugs don't eat it. It's beautiful. It's durable. They all have the dual glazed low E ply gem vinyl windows. They have 30-year fiberglass shingles. And as far as insulation, R30 in the ceilings, blown insulation in the ceilings, R13 in the walls. They all have 15 SEER heating and air systems. This is a natural gas community, so they have the gas heat, they have the Lennox air conditioners and heaters. They have the Rinnai tankless gas water heaters are standard and included. They all have in-ground irrigation systems, and they're professionally sodded and landscaped. They all have garage door openers with remote controls, smart home wiring, video doorbells, smart thermostat. They have the Centricon termite control system and a 1-year termite bond. They have the TAEX in-wall insect control system and a 125-10-year warranty with in-house service. Call me, we can talk about anything and everything which is of concern to you in the construction details. So they have 2 model homes here, the Palmary and the Woodward. Both are great homes. We're going to walk quickly through each one of them. And the Palmary that you're looking at now, with the 2-car garage set up as an office, has 1,858 square feet. It's part of the Prescott series. which generally offers 2 to 4 bedrooms. This is just the one-story version without the loft, which has 2 bedrooms and the flex. Big, beautiful front porch. When you build, you choose so many options, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be individualized to your taste and budget, one of them being the front elevation, which is whether to have that big covered front porch that people love, or whether or not you would just go with the basic recessed front door. Let's go in and do a quick walkthrough. Well, we're in the foyer hallway here of the Palmary. This model is a favorite over in Sun City Hilton Head. It doesn't have to be for retirement, but let's just talk a little bit about some of this that we see before we go any farther. First is that the trim is what's called the cottage trim package. It is an option. It's the warm farmhouse look that people like, and the crown molding is optional. Our second bedroom is here to the front of the house. We'll come back to it in a minute. The flooring is the Shaw engineered wood flooring, as they call it. It's a laminate or a luxury vinyl plank, and that would be your choice, of course, when you build the color. And the flex room, sometimes just referred to as a den, has the optional recessed ceiling. Your light fixtures are Kichler, and you would choose those. The den or flex room has the optional double doors that are either hard or glass. The garage and laundry are off to the right. And into the living space we go, the central living room, with the big open kitchen, with the island. This is a real beauty, ladies and gentlemen. I have to tell you, my hat is off to the designers. This is really fantastic. Now, your living room recessed ceiling, I believe, is standard. Those beams are not, they're cosmetic. So you can get those or not. And the sunroom to the back is also an option. Some people are sunroom people, others are not. If you're not, then that screen porch or that covered patio to the left would extend across to this area where the sunroom is and make one big long screen porch, a covered porch, because the screening itself is an option. The kitchen of this home and all of these homes, standard and included, is a granite countertop. Here you see it's upgraded to a quartz. So it's the builder and the designer just showing off what it can be. It's just money, ladies and gentlemen, that's all. Boy, they sure have really done it up here. Your backsplash is an option. It's a beauty. Your appliances are the Whirlpool, and the upgrade is the KitchenAid, which is also what we see here. This model has a big, beautiful pantry in the corner here, very well located, I think. Now, standard and included is a slide-in, smooth top, excuse me, electric Whirlpool range and oven. That's not what you see here in the model. Again, this is a natural gas community, so the natural gas range top is an option. You have different options on your hood. This is the contemporary stainless steel vent option, a little bit more on the modern side. And a standard sink would be that of a just stainless sink, 50/50 or simply a one-piece. Well, this is one step up and upgraded with the stainless farm sink, or you can have it in porcelain. It's your choice. And this is what is sometimes called a semi-professional faucet. So standard would be, I believe, a chrome in the kitchen. Your pendants are options. They can wire them up for you to buy them in the aftermarket, or I believe you can get them from the builder. Washer, dryer, and refrigerator are not included, but you can also buy them from the builder. Since this video is intended to be just an introduction to Midpoint and not to somehow tell you about every model and go into the dimensions of every room, we're just going to speak in generalities here. Your tray ceiling is an option in this model. In many of these, if you go with a loft as an example, the option for a tray ceiling might not be there for you. Big windows in all the models. Those are your vinyl ply gems. And the bathrooms are beautiful in this model. This is what's called the super shower, which is so popular with Pulte. Doesn't cost that much more as an option. There's no step. It's a flush entry there with a bench. You just walk right on in. That's the way to shower, ladies and gentlemen. And you have a long vanity top here. Again, granite is standard in all these models. The undermount porcelain sinks are standard. And the cabinets being Aristocrat, the hardware here being Moen. The second bathroom is just off of the front foyer, and again, standard would be your granite top, and here they do have the standard chrome faucet. You have Shaw tile, which is standard. This looks like an upgraded tile, but you would choose all your upgrades if you want any at all. Most people do. Most people want that, and of course your price will be the cost of the building site plus the base price of the house, plus the different options that are available to you. I'm not going to talk about prices in this video because prices, ladies and gentlemen, like incentives, change without notice. But I will tell you that your prices here, total prices for the entire community, start in the very high fours, and mostly you're going to see in the fives and up. And so it's not your most economical community, but it certainly is a great opportunity to live in a great house with lower annual fees for people who just don't need all those clubs and groups. And there are many of those people. Well, let's go next door and see the other model. Well, people love these traditional country-style homes with the second floor balconies. We all love covered balconies for sure. And this model, the Woodward, now it can be configured to be 4 to 6 bedrooms, 2.5 to 5 bathrooms. It can be 2,960 square feet, but it can be all the way up to 3,503 square feet. As this one sits, it's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. They all have 2 car garages. This one has a formal dining room. Let's go in and take a look. And what an interesting entrance this house has with this formal dining room here to the right. And off to the left, we have our half bath, sometimes called a guest bath. It's going to have a pedestal sink there, and then here's our office, again with the optional doors. Big windows. Very common to have your office at the front of the house. And stepping into the main living area, sometimes called the gathering room, we see that we have the optional fireplace to the left, open to the kitchen with the island. Here we have the white cabinets and an informal eating place over here, which is what most of us do. A covered porch out back with the optional screening and a big glass sliding door. Very popular option for people. This is a little work area that is a versatile, not quite a full office, but big enough for you to set up a computer and pay your bills there, I'm sure. Our entrance to the garage here to the right, that's called a valet or a drop zone. That's an optional piece of carpentry. Inside the garage you have other options. You can have an extended garage for more storage. You can do walk-up storage. We'll talk about that and your needs. Now in this community you do take care of your own yard, so we do have a little bit of a need for storage. Now this is your first floor bedroom. Your primary bedroom in this model and some of these family homes is on the second floor. So this is a first floor bedroom for, well, any number of reasons. For when your parent or elderly member of the family comes to visit, you might just find that this is the way to be. And then here is the downstairs bathroom. This is a private ensuite bathroom with the optional frameless shower. And in these primary bedrooms, and in the primary bedrooms, they're always the tile goes from floor to ceiling, but you have a framed enclosure. This is not the primary bedroom, so that most definitely is an option. So this is the kind of bedroom configuration for someone that wants to be on the first floor, segregated from the second floor living area, perhaps an older resident. Let's go upstairs and see what it has to see. Again, we're not going to go into great detail, but I'm impressed by these floor plans from Pulte and the quality of the construction. The second floor living room, for instance, can become a bedroom. The second floor porch, and then you have several of these other bedrooms that either share a bathroom or have a private bathroom like this one does. Your laundry is on the second floor in these homes. And again, I would refer to this as a family home. Most of the retirement buyers that I work with, or older buyers, don't want to have their bedroom on the second floor. But for those of you who do, how about this? This is your primary bedroom. What a beauty! With the recessed ceiling. Here they're showing off with a tinted ceiling. They've got a whole house sound system. This is an optional sitting area over here with versatility as good as your imagination and needs are. And then in the primary bathroom, well, it's large with those flat front aristocrat cabinets. Again, granite is your standard. They've upgraded to the quartz. And they have in this bathroom the garden tub and the shower. This is your standard and included tile shower, excuse me, with a fiberglass pan, but the frameless enclosure is always an option, a very popular option. You have his and her closets, as in a 1 and a 2 over here. Big closets, great floor plan. One more bathroom here as we come down the hallway. There's a fiberglass tub and shower behind the door. In these multiple bathrooms, the fiberglass tub and shower is standard. And here at the end of the hallway we have 2 bedrooms. As you can see, this would be the boys. Long live boyhood. I'll vote for that. Over here, definitely the girls' room. Well, I'll vote for them too. Beautiful floor plan. Great job by the decorator. Well, I hope you enjoyed this introduction to Midpoint and to just a general overview of this part of Bluffton, the new Riverside section. And please keep me in mind as your buyer's agent. And so if this community is for you, well, let's come see these homes. We work as a team with the different builders, salespeople. They represent the builder. I represent you. Once again, you pay me nothing. They pay my fee. It's paid at closing if you buy and when we close. Well, once again, here's how to find me. My cell number is 843-684-2933. My email, rich@gogated.com. And my website is gogated.com. At my website, you'll find testimonials by many clients over the years who have been very kind with their words about their happiness with my service. And of course, I have become friends with many of those clients over the years. And also, I would invite you to visit the Go Gated channel on YouTube, where there are many more videos of homes and communities all around the area. And in general, just please give me a call, email, or text. Let's get acquainted so that we can work together to find your dream home, to find what you're looking for. Now, the record for someone looking for a home between the time of their interest and their purchase has been 20 years. Second place finisher is 17 years. Please don't try to break either of those records. But most people do buy anywhere from 1 or 2 days to maybe 1 or 2 years. And I certainly would like to work with you. So please call me, email. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to working with you here. Thank you again.